Richard, and I'm going to be doing an excerpt from Winston Churchill's "We Shall Never Surrender" speech. We have found it necessary to take measures of increasing stringency, not only against enemy aliens and suspicious characters of other nationalities, but also against British subjects who may become a danger or a nuisance should the war be transported to the United Kingdom. I know there are a great many people affected by the orders which we have made, who are passionate enemies of Nazi Germany, but we cannot, at this present time and under the present stress, draw all the distinctions which we should like to make. If parachute landings were attempted and fierce fighting attendant upon them followed, these unfortunate people will be far better out of the way for their own sakes as well as ours. There is, however, another class for which I feel not the slightest sympathy. Parliament has given us the powers to put down fifth column activities with a strong hand, and we shall use these powers, subject to the supervision and correction of the House, until, without the slightest hesitation, until we are satisfied, and more than satisfied, that this malignancy in our midst has been effectively stamped out. Turning once again, and this time more generally, to the question of invasion, I would observe there has never been a period in all these long centuries of which we boast when an absolute guarantee against invasion, still less against serious raids, could have been given to our people. In the days of Napoleon, the same wind which will have carried his transports across the Channel might have driven away the blockading fleet. There is always a chance, and it is a chance which has excited and befooled the imagination of many continental tyrants. Many other tales that are told. We are sure that novel methods are being adopted, and when we see the originality of malice and the ingenuity of aggression which our enemy possesses, we may certainly prepare ourselves for every kind of novel stratagem and every kind of brutal and treacherous maneuver. I think that no idea is so outlandish that it should not be considered and viewed with a searching, but at the same time I hope with a steady eye. We must never forget the solid assurances of sea power and those which belong to air power if it can be locally exercised. I have myself full confidence that if all do their duty, if nothing is neglected, and if the best arrangements are made, as they are being made, we shall prove ourselves once again able to defend our island home, to ride up the storm of war, and to outlive the menace of tyranny, if necessary for years, if necessary alone. At any rate, that is what we are going to try to do. That is the resolve of His Majesty's government, every man of them. That is the will of Parliament and the nation. The French Republic, or the British Empire and the French Republic, linked together in the cause and in the need, shall defend to the death the native soil, aiding each other like good comrades to the utmost of their strength. Even the large tracts of Europe, and many old and famous states, have fallen or may fall into the grip of the Gestapo and the odious apparatus of Nazi rule, we shall not flag or fail. We shall go on to the end. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and ocean. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on this. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight on the hills. We shall never surrender. And even if, which I do not for a moment believe, this island or a large part of it were subjugated and starving, then an empire beyond the seas, armed and guarded by the British fleet, shall carry on the struggle until in God's good time, in God's good grace, the new world, with all its power and might, steps forth to the rescue and liberation of the old.